Have you guys ever wondered why we never see Key and Peele together at all anymore after going on a generational run when it came to their actual show together and so on and so forth? You know, we see Jordan Peele making all these amazing movies and we don't see, you know, Key anywhere. You know what I'm saying? We see Peele, no Key. So we have a video today by Poetic Flacco, and he is going to explain to us what is going on. The video title is "The Key and Peele Allegations Are Horrifying." So let's get straight into the video, y'all. Let's get to it.
The horrific reason why Key and Peele hate each other and would never work together again finally got revealed today, and this blew my mind. I always thought it was weird that Jordan Peele wrote, produced, and directed all these great movies as of lately, like Get Out and Us, but he never put Keegan, aka Key, in any of these movies, especially since they worked together for so long. And when Key was asked about his relationship with Jordan Peele a couple of years ago in 2024, Keegan said that him and Jordan Peele don't really see each other as much or talk as much anymore. And I always thought, man, they seem really close when they work together. And you would think if you guys have a dynamic duo and a history as dynamic as those two, they would at least have some type of partnership in something that lasted a lifetime. But that was not the case. But today we finally got our answer as to why these two don't really work with each other anymore, nor do they talk. And the answer, to be honest, was right in front of us the entire time, because the answer was also the script to one of Jordan Peele's probably his most popular movie ever.
Oh, shit.
And hopefully you guys will be able to figure out which movie gave us.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. It's starting to click in my head. I'm thinking that Key must have got with a white woman and never been the same. Oh my God. I feel like that's what he's about to go with, but let's continue. Let's go through it.
Insight into why Jordan Peele and Key don't talk anymore. Key and Peele's entire business got revealed today through a stand-up show with a scriptwriter / comedian by the name of Akila. So Akila and Key was supposed to do some type of show together. And during the process of getting this show on the run and filming the pilot, she accidentally ran across the reason why Key and Peele don't talk as much and would never work together again.
You know, I realized I liked making sketch comedy. I liked having the big production behind it. I was tired of being like a self-starter. I wanted to sell out. And I got the opportunity. A few of my friends who work for different television shows came to me and they said, do you want to make a sketch comedy show, your star vehicle, where, you know, it'll be you and you'll be writing about, you know, the media and misinformation, but like through the lens of sketch comedy. And I was like, yes, but I need someone to help usher me in. And so one of those friends said, hey, I've got a great person to give you this opportunity. He is, and I don't think this is too shady, I think it's true, the less successful half of a comedy duo that was prolific in the 2010s. Perhaps, you know, I think their code names could be Lock and Banana. And Lock is gonna use his name to carry you to the forefront of pop culture. And so we came up with a pitch. We practiced it. It was like so good. I mean, like not only is there a keynote presentation, but there are videos. We get one of the people pitching with us to go on Pierce Morgan and force him to say the tagline from the show, unwittingly. We are selling the show all over town. And, you know, we get a few offers, which is like a feeling that like is unlike any other, where you're like, we are wanted.
Everything is going perfect until Akila gets notified of something. And this right here, for the ones who are smart and who are tapped in, this is where you figure out exactly which movie Jordan Peele wrote about Key and which movie was essentially breaking down the current circumstance that Key is in and why him and Jordan Peele don't really communicate. So Akila gets notified, hey, Key's wife is the executive producer on y'all show with Key, even though she has no hand in anything. She's not producing. She has done nothing for the show, but she's the executive producer. Akilah was like, huh? She was confused, but she went along with it. Little did she know that was the point where she should have put her foot down, because that mistake of just going along with it at that point ruined everything for her.
Like, it's coming together. And during the pitch process, Locke gets his dream. He's asked to host SNL. And he does. And we have this agreement. We're like, and you're going to say the name of the show. You're just going to put it in there at the end when you're doing your thank yous at the end of SNL. And we should have known then that, like, he didn't say it. And it was, like, the only thing he had to say. But there were some things he said that were, like, weird, and thanking his wife, who becomes a weird main character in this whole story. And so my agent at the time calls me, and she goes,
this is a long-winded joke, isn't it? Is this like a comedy session, or like, is this like what is this exactly, to where she's saying all of this like a poetry slam? I don't really know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because she's spilling all the beans. I mean, it's beans that we all wanted to hear, but she's spilling all the beans. You know what I'm saying? But okay. Type shit. Continue. My bad.
how is pitching going? How do people feel about Locke? And I'm like, oh my God, they love him. Everybody loves Locke. And she's like, that's great, that's great. How do they feel about his wife, who is now somehow the executive producer on my show? And I'm like, you know, I hadn't really thought about it. I don't think people like her very much. And she's like, yeah, that's what I'm hearing. And I'm like, okay, so like, are you saying like we're not gonna be able to sell this? Or she's like, listen, people like you and they like Locke. It'll come together. And so I forgive this sort of moment. But you know, that should have been the red flag where I said, hey, maybe we like pause this. We haven't sold it yet. We're all still free. Let's just recalibrate. Not me. I was like, no, because it's more important to have a celebrity attached. So we keep going. We get 2 offers. One, kind of mid. The other from a major studio that I won't name because I don't want to be sued. But you can imagine that their main character is vermin, if you think about it. If he was in your house, you wouldn't like that. But if he was at a theme park, you might be excited to see him.
Okay,
so we
Disney.
Signed the deal. We are locked in. We are getting several figures. It's all gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
You know the first person who gave her a call when this was announced, the first person who gave her a call to let her...
Peele. Oh my gosh. If Jordan Peele called her and told her like, yo, all this shit gonna fall through. Hit me when it does. Oh my gosh, that'd be petty as shit. Okay.
Her know, hey, you're getting yourself in something you don't know what's coming, bruh. You should be very careful. The first person to give her a call is Jordan Peele's wife. Jordan Peele's wife gave her a call, and the first thing she said was, hey.
I'm not gonna lie, isn't Jordan Peele's wife Caucasian as well? You know what I'm saying? I have a feeling. Look, hey, bro, listen to me. Listen, hear me out. Hear me out. I have a feeling that Jordan Peele's wife is Caucasian, right? But Key's wife is Jewish. I don't know, bro. It's just, it's something. It's just giving. It's just giving it. You know what I'm saying? It's just giving, and I'm taking, and it's giving. It's taking. No. It's giving and I'm taking. I don't know about that one.
You're working with Keenan, which is, well, it's Keegan, right? You're working with Keegan. Now, he's a really, really, really good dude.
I've never called that nigga Keegan a day in my life. I'm calling him Key. We're going with Key.
He's a really, really, really nice guy. But his wife, who, by the way, is a white woman. Now, that right there, color means nothing. But that right there, like, plays a part, especially when we're trying to figure out which movie Jordan Peele wrote about Key. His wife is white. And with that clue, a lot of you guys probably already figured out, okay, exactly why. But hey, yo, that white woman will ruin your life. She is a absolute. She's horrific to work with. You want to be very careful around her. She will ruin everything. Her ego is this, and that. So, again, I'll be real. If I got a call like that too, and I just signed like a 7-figure deal with Key, man.
She ain't say 7. She said several figures. You know what I'm saying? It could be very confusing. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn it early on in life. Several sounds like 7, but it's really just means, I'm pretty sure it means like more than 3 or something. You know what I'm saying? So we know that she got more than $999 type shit. You know what I'm saying? Pretty sure. Type shit.
Man, bro, man, get your hand ass from off the phone.
I don't think it means more than 3. I think it just means multiple. But I feel like it means more than 3. Maybe I'm tweaking. I don't know. Type shit. Damn, there's a fucking gnat in here, bro. I'm about to tweak. Damn, bro, I'm not talking a lot of this video. I usually talk more. I usually talk shit, you know what I'm saying? But this one is just very intriguing. We trying to digest everything that's going on. You feel me? A lot of information is being thrown at us, but a lot of information also at the same time ain't being thrown at us yet. You know what I'm saying? So let's get to the bottom of this right quick.
I would have had to see it for myself too. So don't blame the her. You called me talking trash about a dude who just got me 7 figures, man. Hop off my phone for I tell. That's how I would have reacted. So she, for the most part, ain't do nothing that I wouldn't have done, right?
Type shit.
Now, it's also noted here, by the way, that Keegan was already well accomplished. He was already wildly successful before meeting this wife of his. So this wife of his is not like, yo, she was somebody who held him down from day one and who's the crucial part about why no, this is somebody he met after he was already wildly successful, which is why her implementing herself and inserting herself in a lot of his projects and ruining everything is kind of odd. But she had to find that out for herself because she couldn't just take the word of a random woman that she don't really have that much rapport with.
And so I'm celebrating one day. It's the Olympics that didn't happen in 2020. It's the weird 2021, and I love the Olympics. And so I'm waiting for a burrito to come to my door, and I get a phone call from, like, unknown, which is probably a bill collector, I think. But hey, I'm riding high. So I answer the call, and it is from Banana's wife. And Banana's wife says, hey, I just had dinner with Locke and his wife. They say they're doing a show with you. And I said, yeah. And
that sounds kind of grimy if she just had a dinner with them and now she's calling her to tell her that shit's about to fuck up. That's pretty... That one sounds a little slimy grimy. I'm not gonna lie. It sounds a little backhanded. It sounds a little, a little sneaky. Okay.
And I, again, don't know how she got my phone number. So this seems urgent. And she says something that, like, chills go down my back. I never eat the burrito, spoiler alert. She says, I'm just calling you because I wish someone would have warned me. Oh. She does about an hour of a monologue at me about how, she thinks that his wife is like Phil Hartman's wife. That she wouldn't trust her to hold a baby. That she once poured alcohol on her birthday cake and this person is sober. And the thing and she says, there's no accounting for how much money she's cost that black man. And the light above the television burned out. This is a second red flag. I should take the hint. And so we just keep writing on it. Finally, we're in pre-production. This is like May 2023. And I'm excited. We're doing like a last meeting about going through the sketches. We're all feeling good about it. And for once, the wife joins the call. First of all, she comes on and then yells at everybody because she said she got the wrong Zoom, but everybody else was on the Zoom. Anyway, she's here to offer notes. Yeah, she has no credits without this man. Her notes are, comedy happens in threes. The letter K is funny. And finally, give the audience some candy. Now, how do you implement these notes?
If you haven't figured out by now, man, Get Out was written about Key and his wife, a black man with a white woman who runs his entire life. Now, unfortunately for Key, right, his life is a disaster according to people around him, and she's running his life to the ground. Now, proof of this like micromanagement by Key's wife is this Instagram post, right? So this is from April 24th. Like, this brand that Key's partnered with is like writing about their partnership, and I've never seen nothing like this before. So they go, had a wonderful time speaking with Keegan-Michael Key about the creative genius of his part. What? Had a wonderful, so they're talking about the partnership, but they said had a wonderful time speaking with Keegan-Michael Key about the creative genius of his partner, the Ellie Key, who came up with this hilarious concept for the partnership with Orita. I'm like, hold on, bruh. You're talking to one of the greatest, like...
And you bring up his wife, who you said is his creative director, and she makes this bullshit. This looks like bullshit, right? There's no reason at all to mention the wife. The wife wants to be seen so fucking bad. I'm not gonna lie, that's a woman you gotta get away from. She wanna be seen too bad, bro. You gotta skedaddle. Shit. That sucks. I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty bad. I mean, I need to see her, bro. I need to see her, because I got maybe a bad vision of her in my mind. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she just too fine shit. You know what I'm saying? Just extremely fine shit, and he can't get away. You feel me? He just can't get away. Or she got that nigga in a 360 deal. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck going on. She about to take 85% of his bread if they divorce type shit.
Like script writers, duos of this modern era, and you're talking to him about his wife being a creative genius and not him. So this to me was all the clue we needed that, that everything this lady is saying is 100% true about that wife.
In a script that is a half hour long, has people attached, has a location, and we're all just like, sure, man, we'll add 3 Ks or something. I don't know. Like one time she bragged on one of our calls about knowing Kristen Cinema. So I said, what that have to say for herself? She did not like that. Well, she didn't like that nobody laughed or thought her ideas were good, so she threatens to sue the network. Now let me pause there, because I brought a text. I brought something that was another red flag that I should have seen. This is from Dumois, an anonymous blind item that someone submitted. They said, since Locke was hosting SNL, I wanted to say, whenever I see him, I can only think of his wife. She has a bunch of food allergies. And she had an allergy attack about a eucalyptus plant by her table at Tribeca Grill. And then, in parentheses, on the celeb sighting list. Acting like she couldn't breathe. The plant was fake, and I showed it to her. She just said, oh, and acted totally normal after that. He was very nice about it and apologized after. He left a good tip. Bizarre, though. And so she threatens to sue the company. She threatens to sue the Vermin. And so for a month, we hear nothing. We're no longer in pre-production. We're waiting around. My dreams, the thing I quit my dream job for, thinking I was gonna be ushered into the pop culture memory of the United States of America, is on hold. And they get back to us after a month and they say, hey, we paid them off the project, but you have to write a whole new pilot. And I'm like, at this point, well, fuck. Like, these are all our best ideas. And also, like, they're like, one day you can perform that for the internet, but, like, we own the TV rights to that. So we do what writers do. We come back together and we write a banger script. Because we know that if the Vermin has nothing, they have IP. And we write a script that is filled with Muppets. We believe that we're going to have something worth fighting for. And, you know, we know that the strike is coming. It's in all of the papers. We all know that, like, there is this entertainment breakdown on the way. But we have, like, a few more weeks to just shoot the fucking pilot. And right before it happens, you know, Bob Iger's come back, Bobby Gare, and he's got my dream in his hands. And he cancels every single show in production.
This is one example of how this lady just went out of her way.
Ruined everything.
To make this not work. Went out of her way because she was, I guess, not exalted to the top of whatever like creative direction they was at. She found a way.
You really need to gargle her shit. Double hand twister 3000. Bounce on her shit. The only way you gonna make some shit work. That's why they fucking added her in fucking Key's fucking Keegan. I'm going with Key, bro. I'm sorry, I can't do it. In Key's fucking advertisement, bro. They said the only way this is dropping is if you make it seem like I'm a creative fucking genius and just jump on the shit. She's a weirdo, huh? Damn, he's trapped. That nigga's cooked. I'm not gonna lie. Holy shit.
To absolutely dismantle and destroy this partnership and relationship.
Nah, she gotta have some crazy shit on him. Like, some diabolical shit on him, bro. She has to, like, every weekend put on a strap and crack this nigga. That's the only thing that makes sense, bro. Like, some real diabolical shit, because a nigga just can't really bend. Like, you just gonna bend over and take it, brother. You know what I'm saying? So I think that there's some more diabolical shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, she got some like real bad dirt on this nigga. You feel me? Or maybe he's cheated a whole bunch of times and she's like, she feels like she could just control his whole life because he tried so hard to get her back and shit. Yeah. It's not looking good.
Relationship with Disney, Keegan, and Akilah in their particular show. When you hear this, it's no surprise why Jordan Peele has not included Key in any of his larger projects. He probably
can't.
Is steering clear of them. If he wrote Get Out based on the life of Key, he's looking at this like, man, listen, man, my wife hates her. My wife called this lady to one. My wife hates her due to things she did to my wife. Plus, if we include Key in anything, she's about to step in and ruin it for us. Imagine how many projects she ruined for Jordan Peele based on this. Now, other people have came out the woodworks and they have given their experiences with Key and his wife. One user wrote in a thread about, you know, Key and Peele, okay, I am glad I am not the only one on the hate train. He is estranged from most, if not all of his friends and most of his family. Most of us blame her. This is a friend of Key. The first minute he brought her back to Detroit, she was cutting him off from the people he knew before under the guise of protecting him from the people that want to use him for his fame. Sure, his oldest friends and his brother using him, excuse me, it makes me so sad for him and furious at her. And for all intents and purposes, Key, I mean, from anybody who knows him, says he's one of the nicest people ever. Like, we even see him like having conversations like candid conversations off camera where he's not even knowing he's on camera, and he's really, really, really polite. And I just feel bro, I feel so bad for this dude, man. Right? Like, this is like his reality. Yo, he acquired his fame well before this lady.
Oh my God.
And for her to step in and claim that she wants to protect him from people who want to use him for his fame, and then being a reason why he's estranged from a lot of his old friends and his brother, and now Jordan Peele and Key is supposed to be like a freaking powerhouse right now.
Insane.
Since Jordan Peele got the green light to write great movies and have any budget he want to have, him and Key should be doing like big things right now. But this lady is in the way. But man, y'all let me know what y'all think about this, okay? And you know, if you guys is watching this video and y'all want to watch another good video, man, click on this.
Yes, sir, y'all, man. Y'all check out Poetic Flacco. This was a good video. He gave us some information here. I hope, you know, either Key or Peele, I hope one of them come out and explain what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I want to get even deeper into this. Pause. Get even deeper into this. Hold up. But yeah, I do feel bad for Keegan or Keel. Or wait, Keel. What the fuck? And Key. I feel bad because I feel like he's being used and abused. You know what I'm saying? He's being taken advantage of because if he's really such just a nice dude, she's probably just taking advantage of him and making sure that like she has that nigga in a headlock. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, you guys let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And if nobody told you today, I love you. Peace.